The Mississippi River, muddy, menacing, a hulking shadow moved through the murky depths, a bull shark, far from its usual home, driven by an ancient hunger. It shouldn't be here. This wasn't its territory, yet here it was, a predator in alien waters. It moved silently, a phantom in the brown current. The river churned. A shiver of fear ran down a catfish's spine. It sensed the danger, the unnatural presence. Too late. The bull shark struck. Days turned into weeks. The bull shark swam against the current, an unstoppable force. It fed on anything in its path, catfish, carp, even a stray alligator. The river towns passed by in a blur, unseen, unnoticed. The beast stayed in the deep channels, avoiding the shallows, avoiding detection. The water grew clearer, the current stronger, yet the shark pressed on, drawn by an unknown force, towards a city, towards a gathering, towards its destiny. Tulsa, Oklahoma. The Arkansas River flowed through its heart, a tributary of the mighty Mississippi. The city buzzed with excitement. The annual Tulsa raft race was approaching. The riverbanks would be packed, thousands of spectators, hundreds of participants, festive atmosphere, spectacle of color and laughter. Unaware of the danger lurking below, the bull shark lingered at the confluence. Where the two rivers met, it could smell the city, taste the fear. It was almost time. The day dawned bright and sunny, perfect weather for a race. The air crackled with anticipation. Music blared from loudspeakers. The crowd roared with every starting horn. Rafts of all shapes and sizes bobbed on the water, decorated with flags and banners. Teams of friends, families, and colleagues, all eager to compete, to win, to have fun. The bull shark felt their joy, their excitement. It felt something else too, hunger, a primal urge to hunt, to kill. The raft race had begun. The first leg of the race went smoothly, with laughter and splashes filling the air. The participants were in high spirits, paddling with enthusiasm and enjoying the camaraderie that comes with such an adventurous event. The river was alive with the sounds of joy and the rhythmic splashing of paddles hitting the water. It was a perfect day for rafting, with the sun shining brightly and a gentle breeze adding to the pleasant atmosphere. The crowd cheered on their favorites, reveling in the excitement. Families, friends, and spectators lined the riverbanks, waving flags and banners, their voices merging into a cacophony of encouragement. The energy was palpable and the sense of community was strong. Everyone was there to support the racers, sharing in the thrill of the competition and the beauty of the natural surroundings. Then, suddenly, it happened. A scream pierced the air, followed by a splash, and then a red stain began blooming on the water. The joyous atmosphere turned to confusion and fear in an instant. People craned their necks, trying to see what had caused the sudden commotion. The once harmonious scene was now filled with panic and uncertainty. A hush fell over the crowd. Even the music stopped abruptly. The silence was deafening. a stark contrast to the lively noise that had filled the air just moments before. Faces turned pale, and whispers of concern spread like wildfire. The sense of dread was almost tangible as everyone waited, holding their breath for some sign of what had gone wrong. All eyes were drawn to a capsized raft. 2 figures were seen struggling in the water. One was conspicuously missing. The realization hit hard. Something terrible had occurred. The water, once a playground for the racers, now seemed menacing and unforgiving. The struggle of the 2 visible figures was heart-wrenching. Their desperate attempts to stay afloat, a stark reminder of the river's power. A lifeguard sprang into action, jumping in to help. His movements were swift and precise, a testament to his training and bravery. The crowd watched in anxious silence, their hopes pinned on his ability to save the struggling racers. The lifeguard's determination was clear as he cut through the water, his focus solely on reaching the distressed individuals. He managed to pull the 2 survivors aboard a rescue boat. Relief washed over the crowd as they saw the lifeguard's success. The rescue boat, a beacon of hope, moved quickly to bring the survivors to safety. The tension in the air began to ease, but the underlying fear remained. What had caused the accident, and where was the missing person? They were shaken, utterly terrified, and they babbled about something bumping their raft, something big. Their eyes were wide with fear, and their voices trembled as they recounted the harrowing experience. The crowd listened intently, trying to piece together the fragments of the story. The mention of something big lurking in the water sent shivers down everyone's spine, adding a new layer of mystery and fear to the unfolding drama. The day's excitement had turned into a nightmare, and the search for answers had only just begun. The race was immediately halted. Whispers of a submerged log, a rogue wave, anything but the truth. The truth lurked beneath the surface, unseen, deadly. The authorities dismissed the incident as a freak accident. They couldn't afford a panic, not with so many people present. The race would continue after a short delay, but the fear remained. A palpable tension gripped the crowd. The laughter was gone, replaced by nervous chatter. The water was no longer a playground. It was a hunting ground. The starting horn blew again. The race resumed, but the mood had changed. The carefree joy was gone, replaced by a gnawing fear. They were racing against death itself. Then it struck. A monstrous shape erupted from the water, jaws snapping, teeth bared, a raft splintered, tossing its occupants into the churning water. Screams filled the air. Panic spread like wildfire. The river, once a scene of celebration, transformed into a nightmare. People scrambled for safety, desperate to escape the water, but there was nowhere to hide. The city fought back. Police boats patrolled the river, their sirens wailing. Sharpshooters lined the bridges, rifles trained on the water. But the bull shark was relentless. It was a chaotic battle, man against beast, a desperate struggle for survival. The river ran red with blood, the air thick with the stench of death. One by one, the police boats were sunk. The sharpshooters' bullets seemed to have no effect. The creature was unstoppable, or so it seemed. A young woman stood at the water's edge, her eyes filled with tears. She held a small, tattered teddy bear, a memento of her lost brother, a victim of the river terror. The bull shark was gone, finally vanquished, but at a terrible cost. The city of Tulsa would never forget this day. The day the river ran red, the day the laughter died. The Tulsa raft race was canceled. The river, once a source of joy, now inspired fear. The bull shark might be gone, but its memory lingered, a chilling reminder of the terror that lurked beneath the surface.